everyone, welcome back to the channel for another campaign game. So this is the battle for Vokel Road. So it's not too much at stake for this game because there's no firestorm units involved. If the Germans take the road, it might slow the Allies down a bit. If the British hold it, great. So it doesn't really matter about the margin of victory either. But obviously it's a game to be played, and the Germans must have some sort of plan trying to go for it. So I have Charlie doing a remote game with me today over in Georgia in America. So I've finally been able to hook the camera up onto a tripod using an adapter, so you can basically have an overboard view as we play. But it means my other camera that I'm filming with doesn't have its little holder. So at one point, the camera does go on its side because I forget how to hold it properly. But for the rest of the battle, I think I did it correctly. So I hope you enjoy. It's a bit of a shorter one. Me really dug in deep with some paratroopers on the objective, but it's a good, interesting list. So hope you enjoy. Here we have Charlie's attacking list for today. So one formation, a armoured assault brigade company. So we have a HQ. So this is an assault, armoured assault. So basically the two STG 44s with half tracks. We then have two platoons, so that's 7 teams with 4 half tracks each. We then have the triple AA guns, flamethrowers, and 12cm mortars, and that is all in formation. In support, we have armoured Ardennes SS Panzer Grenadiers and 4 SS Panzer IVs. So in support, we have 4 10.5cm howitzers, a Panzer III OP, and 6 NEBs. So quite a lot going on in this list, a lot of infantry. As you can see from my list, I would expected a lot more armour. A lot of artillery to deal with mine, flamethrowers to deal with mine, which found it tricky to pick what I think might be a key unit, but I think it could be the 15cm Nebelwerfer battery. Mainly the fact the size of the template will probably be able to cover a fair few of my units based around an objective. It's going to be really tricky for my deployment to avoid it, and if I avoid it, it might leave an objective exposed. So I think these guys are going to be a counter battery target for me, and I'm going to have to deal with a lot of stuff in his list as well. But luckily for me, other than the artillery, everything is aggressive, so I should be hitting them a bit easier. So that's Charlie's list. So now let's have a look at mine. Okay, so this is my defending parachute company today. So I am getting to reroll all my motivations because I've got inspired bravery being cut off from my supplies, and I can say with all confidence, all 100 points of this list is in formation. So I shouldn't be breaking anytime soon, but there we go, famous last words. So we have taken an air landing company, and you'll see why in a minute. So don't think I've taken an air landing company before, because I don't really like the 2-inch mortar, but I just have to bear with it for this list. So we have a HQ of 2 teams. We then have 3 platoons of air landing infantry. So that is 6 rifle MG teams, 2 Piats, and a 2-inch mortar in all 3 teams. So that's my infantry element. This then is my artillery element of the formation. So we have 4 Vickers heavy machine guns. So calling them artillery because probably that's what they'll be able to do in this game until they withdraw. 4 3-inch mortars and 4 75mm pack howitzers. And then we go to the anti-tank section, and this is why I have this formation. So we have 2 units of 4 6-pounders and a unit of 4 17-pounders. Because it's an air landing company, these guys came in some gliders, and I kind of need the 17-pounders because the games against the isolated airborne units haven't been going good, so I needed some added clout. So a key unit today, they're all going to be key because they all have a job to do, but I think coming under the radar just under these guys will probably be the airborne 6-pounder anti-tank platoon, because one of them is going to go in ambush, and it's going to be dealing with probably the flamethrowers if they're still moping about, or maybe one of the armoured platoons that are going to be there as well. So that is that. So we'll have a little look at the table and deployment. Okay everyone, so we are using the same table from last game because it's easier for me not to take it down and put it back up again. Charlie's going to be up here looking down with my old phone, so he has a good aerial view and we can do some close-ups for him if you can't see anything. So basically we had an objective placed on the hill, and basically as far apart and as close forward as you can, and Charlie got to place both of them as the attacker. I put some minefields basically along this sector, so there's nothing can come this way without having to do a cross check. And then basically some artillery got put on the hill, but I think a couple of the 17 pounders are okay. The nebs are ranged in this courtyard back here, and the 12 centimeters, no, this is the howitzers are ranged in by there. I then ranged in a cluster of things around here. Charlie has put some stuff on it, but it was kind of unavoidable. So for my deployment, I have a unit of 6 pounders in ambush. I then have 3rd platoon here in front of the 17 pounders. I then have, which platoon is this? 1st platoon, because they're useless by there. 75 pounders back there, and let's not forget the HQs in the woods by here, because I already have re-rolls for everything anyway, so might not need him so much. You might have to withdraw. We then have 2nd platoon in front of the objective with the 6 pounders by here, Vickers heavy machine guns, and finally the mortars. Now for Charlie, he has his Panzer III OP here next to the 10.5 centimeter howitzers. Then we have the 12 centimeter mortars. Then we have 2nd assault platoon mounted up in the mortar half tracks, because I run out of half tracks. The triple AAs, and then the nebs are here. They are under some templates, but there's so many nebs and the deployment zone is so narrow, it's hard to avoid. We then have the SS Panzer IVs, and then in front, left to right, flamethrower half tracks, assault platoon, 1st platoon, and then back here we have the HQ, and then we have the SS Ardennes Armoured Panzer Grenadier platoon. So Charlie has first turn. I'll be wishing him good luck as always. But I wonder, everyone, how do you think this one is going to pan out? There's a lot of artillery, 6 templates in total from all of us, one of them being a salvo, but that is Charlie's. And I have to cling on for, how long have we got? 8 turns. 8 turns after checking force morale. And I might be able to sneak this one and keep the road. In turn 1 movement, everything is going as fast as it can. 2 SS Panzer IVs, even with a cross here, rolled 1, so they're not joining the rest of the gang. So we have the basically this is all of the brigade stuff with the assault infantry in front. There the SS group, and then we have the rest of the infantry following up as well. And Charlie has told me many times, Charlie, I guess you're doing smoke?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll do that and we'll see where it's going. So the nebs have fired their smoke up here. Basically enough to cover that entire line down to the tree line. And now it's just regular artillery. So we are already ranged in with the 12 centimeter mortars by here. And that clips 2 of the 17 pounders.
Okay.
2 of the 17 pounders and 1 infantry team.
Okay. This is, what do I need for the 17 pounders, buddy?
Be 4s for them. Okay, so needing 4s to save. So first, I'll do one at a time. So first one, bad. Next one is okay. So chance to kill a 17 pounder on a 3+.
Yep, got him.
Okay, and then you have an infantry team as well.
Oh, okay. Got him on a 6.
Okay, so first save, bad. So chance to kill him on a 3+2.
Wow, getting off to a good start today.
Okay, and then you have your 10.5s, which have no one under their template.
No one under their template, and they... Well, then I shall range it. Can I range...
Where'd you like the range in?
Well, I'll range in on your infantry over there, mate.
Okay, yeah, you can see that fine, so if you put it there, you will get a very large chunk of my infantry platoon.
Okay, let's see if I can range Fours, right?
Yeah, 4's because of the terrain.
Right. Missed on the first one. Got it on the second one, what?
Okay, so you've got 4 rifle teams under there that you'll be hitting on 5s.
Got one.
There is a Piat under there.
Alright. Got, oh, 5s. No, I missed him.
And there's a 2-inch mortar as well.
Okay. No, missed him as well.
Okay, so just a save on my infantry guy. And I fail, so chance to kill.
No.
Okay.
2.
Right, and that will conclude your turn 1. So now we go into British turn 1. British turn 1. So luckily I get to re-roll all my motivations for insane bravery. So first of all I have my para platoon by the hill. They rally. Then I have my 17 pounders. They rally. And then the platoon by there. They rally as well. And I will not be popping my ambush, but I will be moving about a bit. So British movement. I have moved up this platoon here. I moved up my HQ. And I've moved my platoon into the building and one guy's in the calf there. Everyone did a successful follow me. And now we're going to shooting. And I'm going to be replying with my own artillery barrage. So I should already have something under the template with my mortars, but they're not going to be able to see it. So I have a neb and a half track under there, and considering I won't be out much range, actually that's the point, is range is a factor. Luckily I am just about in range, well just about I am in range, so let's try and hit this half track first. So it would normally be on a 3, but because I can't see it, it will be a 4+. I hit it. So Charlie, you need to give me a 1 here to give me a chance.
Hold a 6.
Okay, and then the neb will be hit on a 5, which I do hit.
They're 4 up, same they said. No, I didn't make it.
Okay. And I get 1. Okay. And then finally, my howitzers up there are going to range in. If I range in by the, I'm going to do it by here, and I can clip 3 of your howitzers, which I think are going to be a priority for me, but it's going to be a 4+. Let me just check. They are veterans, so it'll be a 4+ to range in. So first attempt, nope. Second attempt, no. Final attempt, nope. So didn't get it. And oh, then I have the 17 pounders, so I will do some range checks for them. Okay, so 17 pounders. The one on the reverse slope here is going to be firing there. So that's going to be 3 normally, 4 for range, but you won't get concealment because of the edge of the wood. There's only 1 half track I can get. I get 1 hit on a 4. So that'll go straight through. And that's a blown up 1, so you've got, was it 2 saves to make?
Alright, buddy. I keep dropping my dice. One's dead, one survived.
Okay, and then that will be pinned for them. And then 4 shots are going on to the Panzer 3 OP. So 4's normally, 5's for range, but you won't get concealment or go on the ground. So, well, I get 3 hits on him. And, yeah, your Panzer 3's gone. Yeah, but because of the smoke I couldn't shoot at anything else, so you're as much to blame as I am. Okay, we go into German turn 2, so we have some motivation. So we have some brigade infantry that need to be motivated, Charlie. Okay, and then you have your nebs to motivate as well, and they're confident. They stay pinned. Right, I'm happy with that, so we can crack on with your movement. Okay, so everything is happening over here. The brigade infantry dismounted, moving to assault here, the HQ going behind for motivation. Flamethrowers passed a a blitz move, and 2 of them got over the hedge. The 2 Panzer IVs stuck in the forest are out, doing a tactical to fire at my other infantry, and then the triple centimeters moving up as well. Now the half tracks, although they got pinned infantry, they can still move forward. But the guy who is pinned has to stay back, unfortunately. And that is that. So I think you still get to dig him in, though. Do you, Charlie?
Pardon, sir?
Do you want to dig in the guy who's left behind from the assault platoon?
Oh, yeah, let's... No, he didn't dig in, mate. Better go to ground anyway. But he didn't dig in.
Okay. Right then, so there's a lot happening here. A make or break assault already in turn 2, so we will go into shooting. So Charlie's had to move the template back because of danger close, so he's ranging in on a 4+. Now you will clip 3 of my infantry teams and a 6-pounder here, so not too bad. On a 4+, Charlie. Okay, so 3 infantry teams needing 4s.
Got one of them.
Okay, that's all you needed to pin them though. And then a 6-pounder on a 4 as well.
No, missed him.
Okay, so my infantry team is potentially dead. Okay, next bit of shooting, Charlie.
I'm going to range him on mortars. I know I should keep him on the 17 pounders, but I'm going to range him on that infantry there.
The ones coming forward, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, the way I've positioned, you can get pretty much the entire platoon here. But it will be 5 to range in. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rifle teams.
Needing
6s.
6s. Oh wow. No.
There's 2 Piats needing 6s.
No.
And a 2-inch mortar needing a 6.
No.
Oh. Okay, and now in regards to conventional weapons, you have a flamethrower, only 1 in range, but he has 4 shots hitting on 6s.
Why would he need 6s?
Because I am, so 4s normally, 5s concealed, 6 gone to ground.
Oh, but I don't think you got cover for flamethrowers.
Oh no, you get cover, you just don't I don't get like bulletproof cover because you're auto.
Well, I've got 2.
Okay, so I have 2 3-up saves to make, and then I have to re-roll my successfuls. So 2 good so far, re-rolling, gone both, but I'm pinned. You have 4 machine gun shots from the flamethrower platoon as well. Actually 8, because there's 1 I can see as well. So 8 more shots needing 6s, but these are MGs.
Okay, mate. Another 2.
Okay, so 2 saves coming up. Both 6s. And then I would say you've got 12 shots from the half-track transports from your platoon could go into them as well.
Alrighty then, mate. Let's have a look. 3, mate. I've got 3. Oh, 4. Sorry, 4.
Okay, so 4 saves coming up. One potential, you need a 6. Okay, so that is 1 Vickers heavy machine gun gone. And then you're going to fire your assault platoon into my infantry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so they got 8. So you've got 9 because they have 3 shots each. Hitting on 6s.
Just one, Rob.
Okay. Potential on a 6 to kill.
No.
Okay. And then you have your SS half tracks, so they'll have 4 shots each, and you've got 4 of them.
Okay. Missing some dice. Well, would you believe it? Not one.
Okay. Then you have your triple centimeters. Or did you want to fire them at them? Or yeah, so that'll be 9 more shots hitting on 6s with them. Okay, so just 1 hit on them. Do you want it on a rifle team or a Piat?
A Piat, please, mate.
Okay, so a save on him. He passes. And then finally you have your Panzer IVs into the building, so I'll check, see if they can use their MGs. So it's long range main gun shots, so it's 4 shots hitting on 6s. Okay, Piats, rifle teams, what would you like?
Let's do Piats.
Okay, so I'll swap 1 off onto the 2-inch mortar, which I do, and yeah, I'll leave it on the Piat. So Piat save is no, and mortar save is a no. So you got a chance to kill both. So the Piat first. 2-inch mortar.
Got him.
Okay, I can live with that. Okay, so Charlie is shaped up to assault with 2 units with all else fails. So what are you going to assault with? The armoured SS, or are you going to assault with the assault platoon first? It's up to you.
I'll assault with the assault platoon first.
Okay, so I'll move him in and then conduct defensive fire, and we'll see how it goes, because it's a bit fiddly to do it while doing 2 cameras, so we'll see how this whole assault ends up. Okay, so basically I just got 5 hits on these guys, so they stopped the assault because the Vickers were just about in, and I killed 3 of them, so that stops them for now. But now the SS are coming in, and because I didn't win the assault, because the assault never really happened, I wasn't able to pull back slightly. So I have the SS coming in, and they're side 1, so I might be able to bail some, but I do have the 2 Piats still lurking around, so that might help me a bit. So let's find out how this one goes. So 2 bails mean the assault doesn't go through. One of those bails came from a 2-inch mortar, and I actually almost had a chance of the rifle team. I don't know what he hit, but you almost got it. But there we go. So we go into British turn 2. British turn 2, so I've got plenty of motivation. Well, actually only the 2. So I have the Vickers heavy machine gun, so I'll roll 2 because I get the re-roll. A 4 and a 2 is fine, and then my infantry platoon on the objective is also good. But now I need to withdraw a unit, don't I, Charlie? Well, how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yes, I definitely do. First of all, I am bringing in my ambush. So that would be 8. And I'm going to get rid of my HQ. Okay, so British movement. My 6-pounders popped up by here. My infantry platoon are moving in behind. So they're mostly in these 2 corner buildings, and there's 1 guy left here. And my infantry platoon over here is moved up. I can assault this gun and this gun if all goes well. It can't stop me, but you could kill the teams doing it in the first place. So, time for some shooting. So I'm going to start off with my 6-pounders going into your flamethrowers. So 2 of my 6-pounders can see you clearly, and the other 2 will be concealment. So it will be 4 shots hitting you on 3s, and then 4 shots hitting you on 4s. So on 3s, I get 3 hits, and then on 4s, I get no hits, so I get 3. But that will go straight through. So the one closest is dead, the one next to him is bailed, and the other one is dead. So 1 dead, 1 bailed, 2 dead, 1 bailed, sorry. The next lot of 6-pounders are going to go for your SS half-tracks, so that'll be 8 shots hitting you on 3s. And I missed with 3 of them. So it'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I'll double up on one who's not bailed. So do you want to swap that, Charlie?
Yeah, sure. On a 3, yes I do.
Okay, so that's onto a bailed one. So do I kill it outright first? So the first one is dead. The second one is dead. The one with 2 hits on him is dead. And the final one, please 6-pounders, is dead. So I killed all 4. So you've got 7 saves to do on your SS Panzer Grenadiers. Okay, I was thinking all but 1 survived. Then there's like, so 5 remaining. 5 of them remaining. So that's still okay. Still got enough, but no half tracks, and they are pinned as well. Okay. Next, the 17-pounders are gonna have to fire at. Ooh, I don't think I'm gonna be in range on your Panzer IV, so they're gonna go for your 12-centimeter mortars. So that's going to be 6 shots. So it's going to be 3s normally, 4s for concealment, 5s for range, and 6s because I haven't got HE.
Okay.
I only have the 1.
Okay, bud. I didn't make the save.
He is dead on a 3+.
Yeah, because they're 4-up saves, right?
Yeah, 4-up saves for them. Okay, so they've taken 1 hit. So what I will be doing is I'm going to be ranging my 3-inch mortars right on top of your SS Panzer Grenadiers. And some of your half-tracks, the 3 centimeters. Not that it'll get anything. So a 3+ to range in, because there's no terrain. I got it on a 5. So there are 5 SS Panzer Grenadiers. So I'm hitting them on 3s. I get 4 of them. Okay. Just remove my gone to grounds off all the stuff that's fired. The Vickers heavy machine guns are going to go into your assault platoon. So they will get concealment. And it's 6 shots each. So first 6 gets 3 hits. The next 6 gets 3 hits. And then the final 6 gets 4 hits. So that is 10 hits total.
Wow.
Okay, after that, one guy remains from that platoon, but the HQ is there, and their last stand isn't that bad. for these guys. Next, the howitzers are going to be ranging in on the 12 centimeters, but there'll be no terrain this time. So on a 3+, got it first time. Where is the thingy? It's there. Make sure they go on all. Yeah. So there's 3 guys. I only hit 1. It's a 4+ with him though. No, I didn't get the firepower. Next then I have my infantry. So I have, everyone can see one of these howitzers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry teams. Now I'm hitting you on 5s because you're still concealed. I don't get any hits. And then I have my 2 Piats. So 1 can hit here, 1 can hit there. So hitting you on 6s. No, and then a 6 on the 2-inch mortar. Nope, so no hits. So you might be able to stop a few of them. And I think I fired everything I can. I think I would call that so far okay in regards to a turn, wouldn't you, Charlie?
Okay.
I think I could have done better. I think I could. Okay, right, so these...
I haven't got much left to assault, Rob. I've got 4 crowds of 4s.
You've got another infantry platoon coming up. You know, it's quite dicey for me, and I'm going to have to withdraw a unit at some point. So, you know, we'll see. So we'll do this assault, and we'll see how it ends up. So, in a successful assault, I made it in, lost 1 guy, and then with a save, because I took 1 hit. Tried to roll in a lucky card, but I was lying, because I don't actually have one. Charlie would have probably just let me have it, but no, all my list is in formation. Killed 1 10.5, but they failed their counter-attacking because they don't have a tactical move to get outside of 6 inches. They've surrendered. So now we go into German turn 3, and I've chewed up a decent amount, so we have a lot of motivations to do, so we'll go into that. Okay, Charlie, so first up you have a flamethrower half-track who's trying to remount. And they remount on a 5+. I'll check now. So the HQ, I think he might be within 6. Yeah, he's within 6 there. So 2 dice needing 5s. Well, so he is more than happy. You then are on to your pinned infantry team. So you have your grenadiers who are rallying on a 5+.
Yep.
And then the SS who are in as well. They're rallying on a bit better than that. No way.
No, yeah.
The fearless... You see, me and Frank always say this. The fearless troops are the ones who don't want to know. You then have your pinned guys from your 2nd assault platoon on a 5+.
Yep.
You then have your nebs.
No.
And the 12 centimeter mortars. And then finally, you have a last stand on the remaining guy, but it's a 4+ with 2 dice.
You want a 5?
Lovely. So he's sticking around on his own, and all 4 half tracks with him, and your flamethrowers are still sticking around. So you have some stuff.
How many where's my SS platoon, mate? They're still there?
Oh no, they ran.
Why?
You failed your last stand. Oh no, they didn't rally. Why am I moving them back? Sorry. They're just pinned. They don't need to do a last stand. Okay, so we'll go into your movement. Sorry everyone. Okay, right, we'll do movement and we'll see what happens, but it is a one-man assault going on here, but the Panzer IVs are there as well, so we'll see what Charlie's got up his sleeve. Okay, German movement this turn. The flamethrowers tried moving over. One of them got stuck again, but the other one's moving so he can flame this platoon. I'm moving a bit closer so he can get a few other teams. This guy's moving up so he can shoot. Second assault platoon dismounted and moved this way, tried to follow me and failed. So I think about 2 can get in. Their half tracks move behind, only one of them will be able to use his MGs because everything's blocked. The AAAs, because of this traffic jam here, tried going through the forest so they can also help. Got stuck. 2 of them did. And the Panzer IVs have stayed put so they can do some shooting as well. And luckily, the artillery has all stayed pinned. So there will be no artillery for Charlie this turn. And we can remove the 1 for the 10.5s because they are no longer with us. So, we have shooting Charlie. Where would you like to start?
Let's start with a flying flyer.
Okay, so it's 4 shots hitting on 6s, and then we'll do the guy with the MGs after because he's obviously out of range.
No.
And then 4 shots from the MG.
Just one hit, mate.
Okay, on an infantry team? On a rifle team? Yeah, okay. I passed my save, so there's 1 hit on them so far. HQ?
HQ, yeah, we're fire.
Yeah, 4 shots needing 6s.
2 hits.
Ooh. Again, rifle teams?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yep. Oh, there's 2 potentials here, Charlie.
No. 2 and a 4, that makes 6. Does that count? No?
No. You then have your SS, unless you want them to stay gone to ground.
They're pinned, aren't they? So they'll only have...
There'll be 6...
Gone to ground, those boys.
Okay, Panzer IVs.
Otherwise I won't be able to... Yeah, I follow the Panzer IVs.
What are they going for?
We'll just go for the infantry.
Okay, so you have 16 shots hitting on 6s, or you can go for your main guns.
Well, I could do 8 shots with my main guns and get better... Yeah, I'm going to do 8 shots with my main guns, mate.
Okay. You only need 2 to pin anyway.
Pardon, mate?
You only need 2 more hits to pin.
Just it. Oh, well, if I need 2 more hits to pin, 16 shots sounds a lot better, doesn't it?
Oh, I'll tell you what, fire your assault guy first, because he has 3 shots hitting on 6s, and then you can see how it lies.
Okay. 1 hit.
Okay, so you're 1 away. So I have a save to make. Potential kill as well.
On a 4, do I...
No. And then... Okay. Do you want to fire your half tracks next with the platoon, because you got 4 of them left?
Yeah, sure.
What do you want to go for?
I'll go for the Vickers, mate.
Okay, so again, yeah, so 16 shots hitting on 6s. Oh no, hitting on 5s because I fired.
That's right, you did, didn't you? Yeah. You machine gun my poor old infantry to death. I think 6, that's with your half tracks, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Needed 5s. Oh, that's nice.
We've actually got 10 hits on the Vickers here. So the first guy needing 4 saves fails 2 of them. And then the next guy needing 3 passes all 3. And then the next guy fails 1. So one of them has 2 chances, Charlie.
Alright. Let's do the one with 2. Got him.
And then the one guy with 1 failed.
Got him.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, where was that indeed?
Yeah, where was that last term when I needed it?
Okay, and now the Panzer IVs. Are you going to do 8 shots? Only need 1 more to pin?
Yeah, let's do 8 shots, mate.
Okay, let's hope. I hope this goes well, because otherwise you'll hate me.
No, let's do 6. I'm going to do the 6. I'm not going to leave anything to chance.
Okay, so 16 shots. You can hit them all with various angles, so I'm happy just to roll it all in one go. So 16 shots hitting on 6s.
Your guys didn't fire last turn at infantry. No, they only fired in assault, didn't they?
Yeah. Okay, so these guys only took 1 hit from 16 dice from the Panzer IVs, so I have 1 save to make, which I pass nicely. And then the last thing you have to fire is your triple AA gun, which is 2 shots. What would you like to go for, Charlie? Oh, sorry, 3 shots.
Go for the, oh my gosh. Go for the guys in the building.
Okay, so that'll be hitting them on 5s. Okay, rifle team, PR 2-inch mortar, what would you like? Okay, I passed my save. Okay, so now you have to think about whether you actually want to assault with your 2 teams this turn. It's up to you.
If I don't, I'm going to get sorted anyway, right?
So you're going for it, you? The question you have, Charlie, is what am I actually going to shoot with?
Pardon?
What am I actually going to shoot them with? Because I kind of don't want my infantry to not be gone to ground.
Oh, right.
It's up to you. Like, but the thing is, it's easier for me because I get a free turn of shooting against you otherwise, and you've only got the 2 teams. But what does your heart tell you, Charlie?
Pardon?
What does your heart tell you?
My heart tells me not to go for it.
Well,
really?
Don't go for it then. Okay, right, so that will be your turn 3 concluded.
Now those guys that got out, I want to phone a full of me, didn't they? Never mind.
Yeah.
Let's see if they could still move back into the wood, but never mind.
Okie dokes. Right. So we go into British turn 3. See, Charlie, you do have your 1 remaining guy from that platoon, but I think it might be better just to keep him where he is.
Yeah.
Okay, right, so we go into British turn 3. So I have my pinned down platoon. Do they rally? They do, double 5. The Vickers heavy machine guns. They do not rally. Now, do they last stand? They do not last stand, so they go away. And then you kill the unit, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to withdraw a unit. It would have been the Vickers. I'm going to get rid of the howitzers because I don't think I need them anymore. Could be a bad idea. Right, so we go into British movement. Okay, so British movement. Pack howitzers went. Vickers, if you just stayed around, that would have been brilliant for you to go now. But my infantry platoon has moved again. Moving this way to mop up some stuff. The question is, do I move my other platoon up? I think there's a lot of stuff in which is a bit of a trouble here for me. So that is it. So that'll be my movement, and we'll go into shooting. Right. British shooting, the 17 pounders, only 2 can do it. I'm going to go for the triple AA gun in the woods. So it's 3s normally, 4s for range, 5s concealment from the woods themselves. And I get no hits.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
The 6 pounders further up the road, those ones are going to go for your remaining flamethrowers. But the one I can see the easiest is in concealment, so I'll be hitting it on 4s. I only get 4 hits, so it's 2 on each. So the guy...
Well, I can't say. I could roll a 20-sided if you let me.
Yeah, that'll be... Yeah, do that. So the guy in the cornfield is double bailed, and the guy behind the hedge is double dead. So you've got a remount on your flamethrower, which will be 5+.
Oh gosh. Is he? I take it the HQ's not anywhere near him, right?
I'll double check. I don't think so.
Oh, he made it on a 5, mate.
Oh, bloody hell.
I know.
I think I'm... Oh no, I won't be able... Oh, could I? Don't know whether they're moving an infantry team in just to get rid of him, but he will be last standing.
Yeah, he will be last standing, mate.
Okay. The other 6-pounders are going to go for your half tracks or Panzer... I think I'll go for your Panzer IVs. So that... Yeah, so the other 6-pounders going for the Panzer IVs. Double check the range. I think it should be short. This will determine whether I do actually shoot at them. No, it'd be long range. I'll go for your half tracks from your platoon instead. Yeah, I know. So hitting you on 3s. I didn't miss a single one. So one of them only has 2 hits, and he's dead. One has 3, and is dead, because that's a 6. And the other one is dead. So I took out the half tracks, at least. My infantry... Oh, no, I do have a template by there, so that is quite tasty. So under the template, for my mortars, I have 3 of your SS teams and 1 of your assault teams. So I will roll for the SS. So I'm hitting on 3s. I hit 2 of them.
Okay. One's dead, mate.
You have to re-roll the successful as well.
Okay. Yeah, you made it.
Awesome. And then I have 1 hit on the assault team. And I hit them. So they're pinned as well.
He's dead.
Okay. And then do I shoot with my infantry? Let me just check who would get defensive fire, if there is defensive fire. Okay, so I'm going to fire full rate of fire with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rifle teams onto this guy, and this guy's not going to fire because he's going to move in and do assaulting. And if I kill this infantry team, there will be no defensive fire, but I do need to kill him. So there's going to be 10 shots from rifles, hitting you on 4s with concealment. And he has 5 3-up saves to make. I'll fire the Piat. Oh, do I fire the Piats? I will fire the Piats as well. There's another... Oh, one of them's probably out of range. So 1 more hit. So 6 saves to make.
No, he's triple dead.
Ooh. And those half tracks will stay there for now. And then we'll do the assault. So they're not gone to ground anymore, which could be a potential problem for me. But I will get rid of the flamethrower, which is going to be the biggest worry. So I'm going to assault him up there. I can sneak up on him. But either way, there's no defensive fire because he's bailed. And then I'm also going to assault down here. But we'll see how both of them end up. So up here was the kind of obvious thing. There was potential defensive fire, but it was going through its own guy there, so you couldn't do it. So he knocked on the hatch. He actually missed, but then he couldn't retreat, so he died. Over here, my boys went in, no defensive fire from the mortars, killed 2 of them. The other guy failed his counterattack, but he managed to get outside using a tactical move. So we go into German turn 4, and a lot of motivations to do. So motivations for the Germans here is nothing bailed out, but a lot of pin stuff. So where would you like to start, Charlie?
Let's start with the nebs.
Okay, starting with the Nebs. 4+ for them.
Yep.
12cm mortars.
No.
Okay, yeah, last stand for them as well.
No, 4.
Four's enough for them.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and then you have your SS, but they get a reroll.
Okay. On a 3.
Yep, they rally, and then you also have your second platoon grenadiers, the assault grenadiers. So just 1 dice for them, though.
Yeah, on a 5.
Nice, and then you have a last stand on the SS with 2 dice.
Okay. Well, I want 2 5s, he loves it.
Yeah, they love it. So I'll remember to add the smoke to these guys. These guys drive away because their infantry are gone, and these are dead. So we go into German movement. Okay, so the Germans are moving. So the assault platoon is moving up to assault. HQ's moved into the middle to help out. The SS are moving up. The Panzer IVs are moving over. The triple guns have moved to here. And this guy failed his cross-check to join them. So that is it. So now we go into German movement. And the good news for Charlie, he can actually fire some templates this turn. In fact, only the one, but it's the big blue salvo template. So do you want to fire that first?
Yeah, why not, mate?
What would you like to go for?
Let me think. Let's range in on some 6-pounders.
Okay, if you go further, yeah, 6-pounders and mortars you can all get. So I'll put it back there, and you can range in on them. The Nebs ranged in back here, first attempt. Unfortunately missed all 4 6-pounders, but did kill a 3-inch mortar, which has pinned the team. So what do you want to fire next, Charlie?
Can I fire that 1 mortar?
He's pinned. So
that's right, yeah, he's pinned. Never mind. Okay. Then that's it. That's it for the artillery. Let's do some other shooting.
okay, so you've got Panzer IVs, SS, your HQ half track, your assault platoon, and then the AAs.
Let's start with the Panzer IVs.
Okay, I'm guessing into my infantry platoon.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so that's 16 shots hitting on 5s now.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so we got 4 hits from the Panzer IVs, so 2 onto rifle teams and 2 onto Piat. So the rifle teams both save. This Piat, bad, next Piat. Okay, so a potential chance to kill a Piat over here, Charlie.
No, I rolled a 1.
Okay. SS, so they're going to go for them.
Why not?
So it'll be 4 shots on 5s.
No, missed.
Wow.
3 1s and a 4.
Your HQ half track, need 4 shots on 5s.
No.
Oh dear, Charlie. Alright, and then you've got, basically, you've got 15 shots with the assault platoon. Okay, so the assault teams did it. So there's two rifle teams got hit. One is bad, the other one is okay. So potential to kill 1 rifle team here, Charlie.
No.
And then first Piat is good, second Piat is good. So next up is the AA gun. So you have 6 shots, will be hitting on 6s because they're out of command.
I got 1 hit, 2 hits.
Okay, so you can see a Piat and 1 rifle team. But with your field of fire, that's all you get. So the rifle team is okay. The Piat, oh, is that cocked? No, it's not. So the Piat is dead on a 5+.
Oh, really? Okay. No, don't be silly.
And the other 3 shots will have to go into the building, so that'll be hit on 6s because they've gone to ground, but 3 shots.
1 hit.
Potential kill.
No.
Okay, and that is all your shooting, Charlie.
Yep.
So it's time for assaults. So what are you going to go with?
Let's go in with... Because we're 6 shots. No matter what happens, we're going to get... We'll go with the assault team first. Assault platoon first.
Okay, so we'll come back and see how this ends up. Okay, so the first guys didn't make it in and lost a bunch of guys. The Panzer IVs did, got a kill, but I pulled back straight away because I didn't want to lose any more troops. But all that said, Charlie's assessed the situation and he's going to start pulling his troops off the board and pulling back, because although the 17-pounders won't be able to get them from here, there are basically 16 6-pounders here. 16 6-pounder shots be hitting on 4s, 80-11. Was it front armor 6, Charlie?
Yeah, front armor 6.
And it's just a bit too much for these aggressive troops here. So yeah, that'll be a 8-1 victory for the British. There's no Firestorm units involved, so basically I just keep hold of the road, luckily, but that will be it. For me, MVP for the Germans. Unfortunately, everything really rushed in, but they're aggressive troops, I would expect no less. What was the thing that, well, I think the Panzer IVs did the most work, actually killing and pushing these guys back. The flamethrowers were pretty good. They helped get rid of a bunch of stuff as well. It's quite difficult, really, because unfortunately the Germans didn't do quite enough in this corner of the field. So I'll give it to the Panzer IVs just because they're still alive. So for you, Charlie, you have to pick my MVP.
I would say your platoon in that corner.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job. They
what is it, 3, 4 sorts they held off? Yeah, they won the game for you, mate.
Yeah, they did. They did indeed.
If I'd been able to get the assault in on a second turn like I hoped and push them back, the game could have been over, because you have a platoon, you had nothing there to hold the objective, so I would have won maybe turn 3. So
could have been.
I'll give it to your platoon, mate.
Excellent, thank you. But I do think Charlie was saving himself, because he has Eindhoven to defend right now as well, because he's going to be playing a second game today. I just get to pack my models up and go to bed. But Charlie, well, let's hope. Well, I'm just saying now, if those dice stay the same as they did for you today, I'm just going to start taking the Firestorm units off Eindhoven, because it might be falling tonight, potentially.
Yeah. If the dice rolls go his way, like they did today for me, then yeah, I think Eindhoven might fall. Yeah, that's when dice rolling gets better.